Just look like a hippo, but get good, got booty. Get good, got booty.
It is King here, and today I'm going to be doing the second episode of this series, which I like to call Best Class Ever. It is basically where I choose a gun to make a class around, and I'll review it, tell you if it's good or not, and it's a good and quick way for you to know if you should use a class or not. I explained that more in the first episode, so if you want more details, go to that video. In case you missed the first episode, I actually wanted you guys more involved and asked you to tweet me classes you've recently been enjoying. And surprisingly enough, I actually got a tweet from Seth Padilla. That's his name. You're looking at the tweet on the screen right now. He says, I've really been enjoying using the ICR. I would love to see a review for it. By the way, really good first commentary. Thank you very much. So this is the class, as you can see on the screen. It is the ICR1. I've got red dot, quick draw, grip, and FMJ. I've got the Semtex as my lethal, no tacticals or no secondaries. I've got Fifth Sense. I think that's Scavenger, and I've got Gung Ho, and I'll explain a bit more what those things do. Alright, so ICR, it's a decent gun. I'm going to say that straight off the bat, it is a decent gun. I'll talk a bit more about that later, but for now, let's talk about the reflex side. The reflex, or red dot, whatever you want to call it, is basically where you get a dot. It's better for aiming, in my opinion, especially for this gun, because the aim, I mean, it's a good aim, it's just, I feel like they could have made it better, especially if this gun is meant to look like the ACR from Modern Warfare 2, they could have improved it a little bit more. I just couldn't get enough long shot kills with this gun, or even close-up kills. I just couldn't get enough kills, so red dot really does improve. Quick draw makes you aim faster, really good, and grip as well makes you have less recoil, and these two really do make you win gunfights much easier. We've got FMJ, just gives you higher damage. Lethal is the Semtex, basically just a frag grenade that's sticky. We've got the perk one, which is Fifth Sense. I actually used that in my first class in the last episode. Such a good perk. It helps you so much more, especially if you're like a camper. I didn't really camp in this gameplay, but you get what I mean. I've got Scavenger as my perk too. Basically just gives you a refill of ammo every time you walk over a dead body. Gung Ho, it's basically, this is actually a new perk they added. I think it was in Advanced Warfare, that was the first time they added it. Basically Gung Ho is where you run with your gun like in a ready to kill motion. That does not make sense, but you kind of get what I mean. I'm using Gung Ho on the screen right now, and you'll probably get what I mean when I get a kill. It gives you more reaction time, and just to get those quicker gunfights, Gung Ho helps so much, and you can actually throw grenades while you're running. Alright, let's talk about the kill streaks I used. I put actually a photo on the screen right now of the kill streaks I used. It was the RCXD with the UAV and the counter UAV. Now, the good thing about these 3 kill streaks is they actually require require kills, but not as much kills as the really good kill streaks. These still do a lot of damage, and they help so much, especially counter UAV. In case you didn't know what that was, it's basically where your enemy's map just fuzzes up and just gets destroyed and disabled for a amount of time, and it just makes the enemy not know where you're coming from. They can't see their map, there's no UAV for them, nothing. UAV, I love it so much. I've loved it ever since I started playing Call of Duty. Some people don't like it as much just because it doesn't last as long. The RCXD is my only attacking kill streak. Without the RCXD, I probably wouldn't get any kills with my other kill streaks. The RCXD is just a remote control car that has a bomb and it explodes. You don't get as much EXP, but it still counts. It's a kill, and it's only 3 kills, so you know, why not just chuck that in. Overall, the gun performed decent. I mean, I didn't win too much gunfights because, in my opinion, the fire rate just wasn't good enough. The fire rate for me was lacking, and it says on the stats that it has 11 out of 20 bars of fire rate. It just didn't perform that good in game, but Other than that, the damage for me felt good, even though the damage here says 4 out of 20. The range 9 out of 20. I feel like that's a reasonable stat, and it actually reflected well in the game. Accuracy 13 out of 20. It also reflected well in the game. It's a more reasonable stat, but the range and damage, I feel like they should be swapped around. 4 out of 20 and 9 out of 20 should be swapped, because it just didn't perform as good as some assault rifles should. And especially, like I said before, if they are trying to connect this ICR to the ACR from Modern Warfare 2, they gotta make it perform the same, and it just didn't. If you don't know what the ACR is, I'll also put a photo on the screen right now. It is one of the best guns Call of Duty has ever made. It's just so good. For the specialist, I actually use the Annihilator. Basically, what that is a one-shot kill pistol, and it has unbelievable range. Like, it pretty much is a sniper. Yeah, pretty much is a sniper. That's all I can say. It just performs like a sniper. The only good thing better than the sniper about this Annihilator is it actually has more mobility. You can run around with it more quicker, and you literally will get so much kills with this. Kill feeds are unbelievable. It's like sniping with the red dot, just more lighter and mobile. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Basically, I'm going to give it a score right now. I'm going to say this gun is a 6 out of 10. That is my final score, ladies and gentlemen. 6 out of 10. I didn't really enjoy it as much. Thanks, Seth, for actually recommending me. I might use it in the future, but it's definitely not one of my favorite guns in the game, because, like I said, the fire rate is lacking, and yeah, some people might be better at using it than me. I'm not really sure. I'm not the best Call of Duty player, but yeah, overall I just didn't like it as much as Seth did. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this episode, and yeah, peace out.